All right, everybody, welcome back again for another episode of Final Cut Fright. And we are coming at you with another hidden gem that you probably haven't seen, probably haven't heard of. This one we rank very high. We were very, very impressed. Watched it together, thought it was great, and it stars the amazing horror scream queen Samara Weaving. And the movie is called
Azrael.
So we should introduce ourselves real quick. Once again, I am Richard Dubois, horror author of the Fang and Claw middle grade horror series that's coming out next August. And this is
Keith Belk. I am a horror fan to my core.
Are you as much of a horror fan as me?
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't eat, breathe, and sleep it like you do. Sorry.
Okay, so you give me that trophy?
Yeah, I'll give you the trophy. I'll give you the trophy and the check. How about that?
All right, thank you. So I'm taking that prize. So the movie is called Azrael.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it right? Azrael?
Yeah,
it's Azrael. It's Azrael, right?
Azrael.
And it's filmed in Estonia. It came out in 2024, and it's a Shudder original. So Shudder is the streaming service that I go to for so much of my off the beaten path horror. Basically, like every weekend I'm watching Shudder. I do get a bunch of people together. We make popcorn. In the wintertime, we do like make your own pizza where I get those little pizzas.
Oh, it's make your own pizza?
Oh, yeah, man. And there's like bowls, and I have like, the black olives, which I don't eat, green peppers, which I will, pepperoni, which I'll put on my pizza.
Okay.
Maybe little finely diced onions.
Now you're a little different than I do for a horror movie day, right? Mm. So I have a popcorn maker, I have an ice cream maker, and I have a hot dog roller. So I pull out all the stops and give you the full movie experience.
That's pretty wild.
So hey, that's what I am. I told you, I love a good horror film. Please tell me a good story about a horror film, and I'm all there. And Azrael did it though.
Azrael was great. So, as I may have said, filmed in Estonia. Now you may be wondering, where is Estonia? I will tell you.
Where is Estonia?
It's one of the 3 Baltic republics that split off from the Soviet Union. It's north of Poland, and it's somewhere on the Baltic Sea. Those small little countries.
Okay.
The other one is Lithuania, and I'm drawing a blank on the third one.
Okay.
I'm actually supposed to be part Lithuanian.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you want to show them the trailer?
No, I want to talk more about me being Lithuanian.
Okay, no problem. So how did you find out you were Lithuanian?
Through my mother. I don't really want to talk about.
No 23andMe.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You didn't spit into a little vial.
No, my sister did, and it turns out that I'm from the Congo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We're related.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. So we're gonna show you the trailer. We were pleasantly surprised with the movie, but we were even more surprised with the trailer. So let's watch it.
There we go. There's that Estonian forest that they made such fantastic use of.
I love the cut. Love the cuts.
That's how I breathe when I'm on the treadmill. It's great.
Great trailer.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
We saw it like, a year ago? So I have new appreciation for it, having just watched that trailer. Mm-hmm. And, some of these indie horror movies, there isn't actually really a monster in it. You think that there is, but it turns out there wasn't. No, there really is.
There's a real movie monster in this one.
Yeah, there's horrifying things, but what's probably even more horrifying than the monsters are the people that she has to share the world with.
Yes.
So
it's more of apocalyptic.
Right.
And those horror movies are great, but I'm expecting zombies, right? I'm always expecting zombies,
right.
The fast moving ones or the slow moving ones when it comes to apocalyptic movies. This one just showed you the nature of people when they're at their last wit.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing for me, and this may be a spoiler alert for some people, but the biggest thing for me is there wasn't any dialogue in the movie.
See, I wasn't going to tell the audience that.
But I love the fact that it didn't, because from whatever corner of the world you live in,
mm-hmm.
you can relate to this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to put the subtitles on, and right. You didn't have to do dubs, right? All you had to do was visually look at it,
right,
and get what it was giving you, right? So you don't have to translate in different languages and lose the meaning in the translation, right? What you do is you watch it and watch the people do what they do, and based on your experience in life, you see it one way and I see it a different way.
Now, I was not going to let you guys know that no one speaks in the movie. I was going to keep that little grenade and let that blow up for you when you start watching it, because you probably would be like us when we watched it. We knew nothing about this movie other than we were like, okay, what the hell are we going to watch? Samara Weaving. Samara Weaving is enough that I will watch it. I don't care if she's, cleaning the grout in her bathroom tiles. If it's Samara Weaving, I'm going to watch it. So that was enough, and we knew nothing.
Nothing, right.
Nothing, which is also how I prefer to go into movies. And most people are not like that. They need to know a lot about the movie. I want to know as little as possible, because then you can take me on a ride. And this took us on a really wild ride. The trailer almost doesn't do it justice. It was
true, because the first time we watched it, mm-hmm. we didn't even get halfway through the trailer, and you stopped it and said we were watching it.
Right.
We got halfway through the trailer. You were like, "Oh, we're watching this." I'm like, "Can we finish watching the trailer?" He goes, "No, we got to watch the movie now." I'm like, "Let's finish watching the trailer." No, if we're watching the movie, we don't need to finish watching the trailer. Am I right? I totally understand where he was coming from, and and let me tell you, the storytelling without the audio pieces from mm-hmm. people speaking was the best.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, you were looking at it from your lens and I was looking at it from my lens, and we probably took two different things away from it. Right.
Right. And
like I said, if people were watching this all over the world based on their life experience, they would take away something different. Mm-hmm. That's why this movie for me was a definite 5. I could watch this movie multiple times.
It had amazing camera work with some really striking images, especially towards the end. There was a scene where she was almost lit as if she was like the Virgin Mary. Did you catch that part?
I caught that part. I got scared. So let me tell you why I got scared. When you bring religious images into a horror film, mm-hmm. I always get scared.
It was dark. It was done in a dark and unsettling.
But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I get scared when you bring religious themes into a horror flick. Mm-hmm. Not Poltergeist, but what's the movie?
The Exorcist.
Exorcist, yes. The spit in the green soup.
How did I
know? No. Please don't mess with religion.
I never liked The Exorcist.
Dude, it shook me to my core, because when you do religion in a horror film, those things don't mess with that. That's bad juju. That's bad juju, man.
I'm gonna go off on a little side tangent.
Well, you go ahead. You go off on your little side tangent.
I'm gonna go
because you can't mess with religion in a horror film. You can't.
I don't like Exorcist movies where somebody's just in a bed.
Good, because it's all surface. It's one play. You don't see all the other sides of the room. But in this movie, you saw all the different sides. Like, I'm with you on The Exorcist. This girl was having a problem, right?
Right.
All it was this girl in the bed, and
she pees on the floor,
right? And all of this, that, and the
throwing up.
But it's all about this little issue. Mm-hmm. But you don't see the other people interacting with each other about the issue. Everybody's focused on her and this issue. Right. So it becomes this one-sided. It becomes like a play. right? You're peeking into this little room and this is all you see. But for this movie, remember, it's out there in the wilderness. So she was jumping from scene to scene to scene. You know, one minute she's in with all these trees, and the next minute is just total grass. So I'm loving it. You know, you move from scene to scene to scene, and then, and like I told you, that one thing about the Mary thing, I was like, I was kind of praying because I had to make sure nobody was coming for me. But you know, I like I told you, I loved it. It was a 5. Yeah. It was truly a 5. Ooh, I loved her for it, but she didn't say a word. So but I still loved her for it.
Yeah, on a 1 to 5, I would say a solid 5. Punches way above its weight in terms of budget. Smart. I've recommended to some people, and you know, it's one of those things where some people are stupid. So I recommended, and they're like,
"No, I recommended it too."
They need something more traditional.
Yes. So they were like, "Keith, there was no dialogue." I said, "Okay, so let's back." I said, "Let's back up."
Right.
You don't need dialogue to see a movie, just like you don't need color. So when they had black and white movies, you didn't pay attention to a lot of what was going on because it was in black and white.
Right.
So what you did is you paid attention to the acting and the storytelling, right?
Right.
And that's why some movies, they do release a full color version, but they will also release a black and white version.
Right. Okay.
Like Hush. Hush is now there's a Hush in color.
Is that the one where she's deaf and she's being stalked?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, there's a color version and then there's a black and white version, and I saw both versions one after the other. The black and white version is more profound because you're not built into all the cinematography with the color. You're more into the storyline and what the actors are actually doing with the black and white version.
Okay.
So that's why I love it. Everybody's like, Keith, how can you sit here and watch old ass black and white movies?
Oh, I like them.
I love them.
Yeah,
I love them to death. But especially the old horror black and white one, like the Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, Invisible Man. The original black and white ones. Those are classics in themselves. For the simple fact that guess what, you're not caught up in all of the cinematography of it. You want to see the storyline. There is transformation in a lot of those movies. What they could afford, right?
Right.
But the bulk of it is the story and how the actors interact with each other. So that's what I enjoyed, especially with Azrael.
Yeah, they're very
because there was some serious scenes in that. Ooh, yes, there was
violent, bloody, smart, fantastic performance by Samara Weaving. So
some great action scenes.
Yeah,
I wasn't even expecting some of those scenes. I thought it was just going to be her traipsing around the woods, trying to figure her way out. I was like, and when some of those scenes came up, I was like, you go ahead, you go ahead and do what you do.
Yeah,
and she got it done. I loved it.
Yeah,
I would recommend it to anybody.
I do too, but
see, I have to give them that the warning, right? There's no dialogue in this movie. So how are you going to feel if no one's saying anything?
I don't recommend it to everyone. I'm going to recommend it to all of you because I'm trusting that you're intelligent. But the people that I know well, I kind of know their likes. And if they're more of just like your traditional jump scare,
gore.
Yeah, like I kind of know they might love horror, but they don't love the full spectrum of
the
horror.
the genre.
Yeah, they're just more traditional jump scare stuff. So something like Azrael, I think, is going to go over their head or it's going to underwhelm them. But we loved it. We can't say enough great things about it. So that is your hidden gem, off the beaten path, very indie. It's on Shudder. Check it out.
And we hope you enjoyed it the way we enjoyed it because we both gave it 5s.
Yeah, solid 5.
Enjoy, guys.
All right. Good night. Bye.